Hello everyone, this is Aqua and you are watching Aqua Giri. And to be honest, many of my followers have asked me, sir, we have seen many flowers in the gardens. Many gardens we go and we see many flowers, from rose to Rajnigandha to Genda fool, and they contains little bit of fragrance. Means whenever you smell them, it contains a fragrance. And when you see a flower, you feel amazing and to be honest, very positive to be honest. But there are many flowers which does not contain that kind of fragrance. Why in the world it is like that? Like Orhul ka fool. Whenever you see a Orhul ka fool, it does not contain a fragrance like that. Why in the world that Orhul ka fool does not have a fragrance? So to be honest, fragrance is something which is for the protection of the flowers, and I have made a video about that in my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out about the fragrance, why the flowers contain the fragrance. But as far as the Orhul flower goes, it is a very beautiful, to be honest, very beautiful flower. And to be honest, it is one of the most complex flowers in the flower ecosystem. And the reason for that, it is one of the most complex flowers in the ecosystem of the trees. To be honest, when you go to any forest, when you go to any forest, not right now, when you go to any dense forest, to be honest, around millions of years ago, and when the trees were evolving, when you see a dense forest and the ecosystem of the forest is like that, whenever you go inside the forest, now, first thing that you notice is the not what you call it, a big trees. You can see the big trees from the far distance. Okay, and then it looks natural. It looks like it's forest there. Okay, so what is the first intention of us when we see a forest? It's a wild place. We should not go there. Okay, so that comes in our mind. But what comes in our mind when we see a jungle, to be honest, right now? It is something a wild place, isn't it? And just because of that reason, flowers contains such fragrance that whenever a goat or a herbivore, means those creatures which go and eat the leaves and the flowers, whenever they see anything or smell anything like that, they get a intention or get a, intuition that we should not go there and eat that. So just because of that reason, most of the flowers contain that kind of fragrance. And as far as the Orhul flower goes, the ecosystem of the forest is like that. It contains big trees, small trees, medium-sized trees, and grasses. And when it contains such ecosystem, Orhul flowers are not very big, medium size. And since it is a medium-sized tree, so what is the size of the herbivores? Generally, herbivores are like rabbits, rats, deers, goats, cows, and buffaloes. These are the herbivores. So, but generally, Orhul foods have adapted in not in an ecosystem of what you call it. It have not adapted in the ecosystem of what you call it, the rainforests. It have adapted in the ecosystem of, to be honest, tropical forest, where there is lots of sun. Lots of sun is falling on it, and it have adapted in such a condition. So, and there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. When you don't have that much of height, okay, and when the light is falling on you, and when you are going in a dense forest, what will happen? What will happen for any dense forest or a forest? What will happen? Since the forest produces oxygen, and oxygen is denser than its CO2 when it is colder. Okay, because oxygen, whenever you produce oxygen, it is colder than the CO2 that we are producing, the animals are producing. So jungle is full of CO2, and when the jungle is full of CO2, Orhul fools do need the CO2 to produce the oxygen or to do the photosynthesis process, and the large size trees are getting all the CO2 from the environment at the top. How it will get the CO2? So for that reason, Orhulka flowers do the photosynthesis process not in the morning time, not at the morning time, when we, what to call it, to be honest, from afternoon, after the noon time, it starts its photosynthesis process. When the sun is at the brightest and jungle is at full heat, and when the heat goes in the, what to say, forest, and the cold air goes inside the other parts of the area, and the jungle is little hotter. At that time, the CO2 is at maximum amount in the jungles, to be honest. And at that time, the Orhulka flowers, Orhulka trees do the photosynthesis process. So at that time, they do the photosynthesis process, and to be honest, at that time, most of the Orhulka foods and most of the airflow inside the jungle is at a very high speed, to be honest. And at that time, see, I have told you it is not a very big size tree. It is a medium sized tree. So the flow of the flow of the air, since the trees, big size trees have their own leaves and their barks, and it contains medium reason for the medium sized trees to air to flow, and at that reason the airflow is maximum because of the heat and the sun. And at that time, if the airflow is at very high speed, and if the flowers are like that, so what happens to those flowers? It will, move, and it will to be wave with the airflow. And to be honest, in such a airflow and in such a high speed airflow, if you are flowing like that, there is a chance that flowers do get damaged, to be honest. So just because of that reason, it has adapted in such a condition. It have a 5 cut shape in the Orhulka flowers, and 5 cut shapes are like that. Whenever, just imagine the wind is flowing from this direction, so wind is coming and passing through it, so the pollens inside it get protected, and to be honest, it get little dispersed due to the aerodynamic shape. It gets little dispersed, and pollens inside it is protected, and it is fine. And just imagine wind is flowing at very high speed, and if the flower is like that and wind is flowing from this direction, it will change its direction and flow from this direction, and it will do the same thing, and it will protect the pollens. So just because of that reason, it have adapted in such a condition that it contains 5 petals in it, and it contains cuts in them that disperses the air. And to be honest, the reason for the 5 shape, what is the reason for the 5 shape? To be honest, the reason for the 5 shape is are many things. To be honest, it is basically about the evolution of the trees and the shape of the trees. Because just imagine this is a hand, okay, and if you form a hand, just in the evolution process, if we produce a hand, okay, and this is a hand, and this is what is the purpose of the hand? To hold, okay, and just imagine this is the 5 things that we hold, grip that we hold. So just imagine 4 things as like this, okay. So at 5th, there was no need of the 6th finger, okay, on the earth. To be honest, I don't know about the other planets, but I'm just telling you, there was no need of the 6th one. So if there is no need of the 6th one, there is no need of the, other grip. It is enough, okay. So naturally, when the trees were evolving, they produces a petal like that when the air is flowing, and when they have to protect the pollens, they fold like that and disperses the air. So they have adapted like that. So you can see the most of the animals and most of the trees have the 5 petals and 5 shapes, and it is the most natural shape in the world, the 5. So just because of that reason, the petals of the Orhul are like that. And to be honest, petals of the Orhuls are like that. And one more thing, Orhul flowers, as I said to you, Orhul flowers used to do the photosynthesis process in the afternoon and in the dusk time. What is the dusk time? It is the evening time. And when is the evening time? the environment contains lots of dust, lots of dust. And when the environment contains lots of dust, where the dust is coming from? Where the dust is coming from? The dust is coming from the trees, from the environment it is coming. But since the Orhul flowers, are under the shade of the big trees, and it is also giving the oxygen to it. So when the big trees is giving the oxygen to it, it creates a vacuum around it, shape around it. And just because of that reason, the dust never falls on the Orhul flowers, and it is very beautiful. And to be honest, when you see a Orhul flower from a long distance, it looks very beautiful and amazing. Cool. So hope you got the information about why in the world Orhul flowers are in the shape of that. And to be honest, it does not contain any fragrance, so that since it is a medium-sized tree, and any herbivores which is big size does not go and eat them, because it is a medium-sized tree, and medium-sized trees, since it does the photosynthesis process during the daytime, during the afternoon, and when it does the photosynthesis process during the afternoon, it faces lots of sunlight, and just because of that reason, the leaves of it are very toxic. So the big size herbivore don't go and eat them, okay, because the leaves are toxic. They go and graze the grasses. You see the cows and the other creatures, goats, go and graze the grasses. So because of the toxicity, it does not have to produce the fragrance, so that they get the intuition that you should not go there and eat it. And they get the intuition that you should not go there and eat them. And as far as the medium-sized creatures goes, like goats, deers, rabbits, they don't climb there and don't reach there to eat them. So just because of that reason, they don't have to produce a fragrance like that, so that they have to give an intuition to the animals that you should not come there and eat them. They just saw it from the long distance that this is Orhul flower, we should not go there and eat it. Okay. So just because of that reason, Orhul flower looks very beautiful, but it does not contain the fragrance like that. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's all in today's video. If you like the video, please go down and like this video and share it with your friends. And hope you are enjoying my channel and enjoying my videos. So if you are enjoying my channel, please subscribe to it. And I also have an Instagram channel, so please go there and check out my Instagram. It is you can get the link at the top if you are on desktop. If you are on mobile phone, go on my profile, click the link, you can get my Instagram channel, and you can go to my Instagram channel and check out my Instagram also. So that's all in today's video. Thank you.